Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Painting 101. This is kind of a special and added feature in Painting 101. There's no materials, there's no paints, there's no figures, there's no nothing. This is just a brief kind of discussion that I wanted to really hit home for some of you that are kind of on the fence about painting. Now, I'm no master painter. I've said that 1,000 times. I don't even think I'm very good at it, but I do love it and I enjoy it, and it is a passion that I've had since I was a small boy painting a little Viking kit I got in the mail. Now, back then, there weren't any wet palettes. There weren't any specialized brushes. Well, at least when I was a kid. There was a tester's kit, a plastic brush with nylon brushes, and sometimes maybe you got a little bit better of a brush, but all you did was glue your kit together and paint it, and you were so proud of it when you were done. That's all I try to convey as a message here, is to just pick it up, paint it, be proud of the job you do no matter what job it is. The problem with today is the internet at times, and it can be intimidating. You may want to show your stuff on Instagram or this, that, and the other, or maybe you're just afraid to pick up a brush because it looks so intimidating, because a lot of the video elitist, and I do mean painting elitist, will try to show off or try to tell you that you can't do things, or that you need to do things a certain way. All you ever need to do is just have the confidence, and that's what this is about, having the confidence in yourself to pick up a brush, and no matter what the outcome, it's how you express yourself at that particular moment. And this is something that in every Painting 101, every painting video I do, everything I try to convey, just to get across, just pick up a brush and see if it's something for you. If it's something that relaxes you, or maybe takes you away from how hard the world can be at times. People can sit there and say that, well, I paint this better than this one. And I've gotten plenty of comments in my things where, well, how come you don't do it this way? Or how come you don't do it that way? Or my experience is, if I do it this way, this is the right way. There is no right way. There's you, some paint, a brush, and a figure. The figure is your canvas. The figure is something that you just take, and you either use your imagination or use some artwork to see the best way that you can do it. I try to show you some easy, simple techniques, which aren't perfect or not perfected, to express yourself onto that miniature. Maybe you see it differently. Maybe that cloak is purple instead of red, corn red, or maybe I don't like when the boots are washed or the body is washed. I like everything the way I see it, just plain. Or maybe you want to put more wash on it to get into the recesses. It doesn't matter. It's your canvas. You express yourself. But the first step is having the courage and the strength to pick up that brush and just find out what it is, what you like to do. Maybe you don't like to paint figures. Maybe you want to paint tanks, spaceships, anything that your imagination has. There's so many things out there. There's so many different ways to do it. I show you one way. So many other people can show you other ways. But the most important thing is not to be intimidated by elitists or people who think that they are better than you, or say, look at this. This is the way you paint. This is the way you do certain things. The best way to enjoy this hobby is to just express it the way you want to express it. What you paint with your children, doesn't matter how good it looks, doesn't matter how bad it is. It's good because of the experience. Being able to sit there with a small child, like a few months back when I spent time with my grandson and we painted that dragon. That dragon probably isn't the most perfect dragon, and it's not the best dragon, but that dragon means the world to me, because it was one of the few times that I got to spend with my grandson who lives up north. And to be able to just sit there with a brush, it didn't matter if he painted himself, got half the paint on himself on the table, and maybe a little bit on that dragon. But what matters is that he got paint on that dragon. And the time that we got to do it and share it with you guys meant the world to me. It was so much fun, and it was such a joy, and we had such a blast. And it'll something that on this YouTube channel I will always have and treasure for as long as time is. Those are the moments that you can create by painting. You can do it either with somebody small, you can do it with a girlfriend or a spouse or your wife, or maybe your wife's even better than you. It doesn't matter who's better. It's painting and getting those things to the table and saying, we did that together. And playing the game and immersifying in yourself in experience instead of pushing around a gray piece of plastic. It's how you guys see those figures for that particular game. And that's all I can ever ask or ever try to do. That's all I have ever tried to accomplish here on Painting 101 and the channel, is to find people to pick up a brush and find a way to express themselves. If I do that, I've done my job. Now maybe I've been able to show you some things, and maybe I've shown you things that you didn't like, and maybe you decided to look elsewhere and found a way to do it better that way. That's fine. That's good. But at least you're picking up a brush, painting, and expressing yourselves. And keeping this art alive. With today, with so many gadgets and telephones and computers and video games, painting's becoming a lost art. And the chosen few that do it remind me of a lot of war gamers. Instead of grabbing and teaching and bringing the next generation in, they're too busy holding on to what's dear to them and criticizing others for not doing it their way. Maybe it's just time that we all just take time and pick up a brush and express ourselves together as a group and try to bring people in a day and age where nobody sits and talks to each other. They text each other. That's it for this week's Painting 101. I know you guys have the confidence, and I look forward to seeing all your pictures. And as a matter of fact, if you've painted something, please send it to me at novaprime860@hotmail.com. I'd love to see it. And next week, I'd like to get all your pictures and do one of our compilations that we haven't done for quite some time. So I've got a bunch of them, but I can always use a few more. Until next time, and as always from myself, Rob Oren, and Painting 101, pick up a brush, express yourselves, and until next time, we'll see you soon.